Sorry, Wi-Fi went out. Right. Let me unfreeze this. AirPlay it again. I think I got to use a dongle. Use a dongle here to try to AirPlay it because I keep getting booted off. All right, we're going to go to American History 2. Go to chapter 18 once we get to it. I know some of them are mixed up. I need to fix that for you guys. My bad on that. Oh, come on. You're right. This guy here. So, chapter 18, the progressive movement, why it matters. Who wants to read that there? Who wants to read that for me here? Why it matters. Brewster, go ahead, man.
Why it matters. Industrialization changed. Cities were kind of good. These conditions gave rise to progressives came from social
Yeah, good job. So not only was this happening in local areas, okay, with traditional core values, religious means, social gospel, right? This is also expanding to the national level, which we'll see the 18th Amendment being pushed, okay? Prohibition, which obviously we know that gets repealed, but at the same time, religion, traditional values challenge the modernist techniques and modernist values. We'll talk about that here soon when we get to the 1920s, okay, when prohibition's really kicking off, right? But really, this was a challenge between traditional core values and modernist views. These people in the cities, they're changing, okay? They're altering their lifestyle to fit with the modern views, these westernized views, okay? Industrialization, a new fast pace of life. Okay, obviously, when I go to the city, right? Let's say we go to the city of Philadelphia. It's a totally different lifestyle than here, right? Totally different. Okay, people are like running into you. People are driving down the street, honking a horn. It's really hostile, it seems. It's a faster pace of life. Okay, things are just a little bit different. And this is a huge social, cultural shock for many people. Okay, this new style of living. All right, we're going to go down here to an American Story right here. American Story. Who would like to read that for me? So that's on 546. 546. Who has that? Haley, you want to read that? American Story.
Women have been picketing the White House without attention to the fact that women do not yet have the right to vote. After being sentenced to 7 months in jail, all one saw every woman can vote on Sunday straight. Prison authorities forced the prisoner street and still smuggled details of the White House. We have been in solitary for 5 weeks. I felt quite feeble the last few days, but I can hardly get my hands. My name is David, so it's here and all again. I was called there before he was even respectfully, and I hate to put this to most people. I am really on the issue. Continue airline. All the officers from India are making this kind of strike so that women fighting for the living.
Awesome, good job. So we're going to talk about the women's suffrage movement and how Susan B. Anthony, Florence Kelley were fighting for many women's rights in America, not only for the right to vote, but education in the workplace. Okay, and this is a certain instance where blocking roadways and blocking sidewalks, even today you see it, okay, for social change. But in many cases, you're breaking the law with that, right? You're blocking public services that are provided to the people by the government. So when she was thrown in jail, what did she do? What did she do? Go ahead, Haley. Yeah, hunger strike, right? So this is a way of peaceful protest. Right? They're trying to force her to eat. She's like, nope, not until something changes. Not until we have some sort of social change. And this is a way of peaceful protest. Obviously, it's very hard on the person. They're not eating, right? But they're trying to get some sort of social change and pushed, right? And she said she did this because she doesn't want these burdens, these hardships to fall for women in the future. Okay, so she's trying to make a stance. And did it work out for her? Did women get the right to vote then? Yeah, it worked out. Okay, it worked out. And it's a form of peaceful protest, right? Okay, I would say, blocking the streets or sidewalks is a great idea, but to try to push for social change, that was the only option really for her. Okay, right in front of the White House yet too. All right. All right, so rise of progressivism, we already talked about that and the three causes to it, right? And what were they again? The three causes to progressive era. Yep, good job. So make sure you guys remember those three causes that push the progressive era. We already went over that. Okay, the Muckrakers. I'd like you guys to read that on your own. So start there. The Muckrakers. What page is that here? 547 it starts. The Muckrakers, and finish up here. Actually, I think it's it on 548. Yeah. So finish there up on 548. 547 there at the bottom. Okay, got to read up here at the top then. And then 548. There you go. So I'll give you a few minutes to do that. We'll talk over some famous progressives, and then I'll post an assignment for you. All right, we good, guys? I know it was a little bit of a shorter reading. So, muckrakers. What are muckrakers again? It's one of our vocab terms. What is a muckraker? What is a muck? Jakari, go ahead, man. Yeah, good job. So these muckrakers are trying to dig up the dirt, right? They're trying to bring the muck up of society, of how we can try to change this, how we're going to try to show the American people what's actually going on in everybody's everyday lifestyle for Americans. Okay, there's a lot of different progressive muckrakers that were mentioned, right? Who's Ida Tarbell? What did she do in the reading? You just read it. What did Ida Tarbell do? You know? Oh, you just read over it. Eh? Haley, go ahead.
She published a series of articles on oil.
Awesome. Yep. Good job. So Standard Oil. Okay. You know Rockefeller. Now we'll talk about him here soon. Okay. Rockefeller was a tycoon. He owned a monopoly. He kind of monopolized the oil and natural gas in the United States, which made him one of the richest men, not only in the U.S., but the world. Okay. And she was angry about it. She's like, you know what? This isn't giving the opportunity to the smaller business, okay, smaller business owners. All right, this is unequal opportunities for them. Okay, they can't make a style of living if he's just buying up all these different oil and natural gas companies. It's not fair, right? It's not fair. So she wrote about this in her book, and in a book and in articles, and pushed this out to American people. And you know what? Things changed, right? Trust busters. Okay, when we talk about the Square Deal and Teddy Roosevelt, he tried to break up these monopolies and tried to eliminate some of these monopolies from expanding even more. Right? It's coming to a point now with Amazon. Amazon's really doing everything, aren't they? Yeah, they're selling even prescription drugs now. They're thinking about using drones to send off different types of items to people's homes. So who knows? Maybe in the future we'll see some regulations being pushed on Amazon to try to limit their expansion and buying up smaller businesses. Okay, Walmart, same thing. Walmart, as they're expanding, it's really limiting and taking away a lot of business from smaller business owners. Okay, I guess you could say like Shades and Gratz. I like that place a lot, right? There's different types of items there that I like to get. It's on sale. Reddeners, okay, so on and so forth. So these bigger industries, these monopolies are forming, and Ida Tarbell is trying to crack these things down. She's trying to stop the expansion of these monopolies. Good, good. All right, so rich got richer. Real quick, guys. Andrew Carnegie, we'll talk about him here soon. All right, a lot of these tycoons are buying up these smaller businesses, and something had to be done. Okay, we need to bring this to the American public's attention. And the only way to do that is through journalism, okay, through articles that people read every day in newspapers, okay, in photography, okay. So how we can show these pictures of the style of living and the poor conditions to the American people. All right, I know on Twitter, okay, I see videos online. It's like, you know what, maybe something needs to be done. Okay, did you just see what happened? All right, during this time, okay, in the 1800s, 1900s, the newspaper, okay, magazine. To do an education to write these stories and articles. Okay. All right. So we'll talk about children in the workplace as well and how that brought to attention to the American people. It's like maybe these 5-6-year-old children shouldn't be working in the coal mines, shouldn't be working in these industries in these harsh conditions. We'll talk about that here soon. All right. Same thing with overcrowding living conditions here. So what do progressives do? Number one, make sure you guys write this down here. They want to reform or change. Want to reform or change. Okay, progressives wanted the government to take control. And progressives wanted social justice. Okay. Social justice just means equal rights and fairness. That's all that means, okay? So realistically, these progressive movements, these progressives, the muckrakers, they want social change. Okay, they want reform or change. They want government to take control and try to stop these monopolies from forming. I'm running out of time here, so I want to just give this slide to you here real quick. Right? So progressives were middle class. They hated big business. And a muckraker, we already talked about what a muckraker is, okay? So I'll let you guys copy this down. I just posted an assignment, okay? You'll see it. Famous muckrakers activity. Use your resources, okay? Please complete it in full sentences. I think there's 7 or 8 muckrakers I'd like you to research. Okay, you can use your iPads. You can use your textbook, right? So please try to have that done for Monday, guys, okay? It's on Google Classroom for you, right? So make sure you guys try to get that famous muckraker activity done. Is there any questions on that, guys? Sorry about that. It took a little bit longer than I thought. Colin, what the heck, man? See you guys. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. Remember, get that activity done. Famous muckrakers on Google Classroom. What's that, Haley? Oh, okay. I'll get you on Apple Classroom. Is that all right?
Yeah.
I'll write you a pass here. Just let me stop this recording here once. So we can
You
get
a
that
football fan, sir?
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I love it. Baseball too, all sports.
Okay.
What about you?
I'm a basketball player.
Oh, really?
Yeah.